Jeez, man. You've only been dealing with it for 6 years? That still hasn't sunk in, have you? Mm-mm. You know, most of us have been living this all our adult lives. Oh, Lord have mercy. Every election is important. Freedom is not free. There will never be a time in your life where an election isn't going to be important. You might as well give that the fuck up. Put that away with the other childish things like, oh, we can vote for a third party, and if everybody votes for a third party, then we'll win. Dear God in heaven. Do you like having armed men in masks roaming the streets? Does that sound like a fun thing? Does that sound like something that you want to take your kids to? A mall or to a donut shop or to any place downtown with armed Gestapo in the street wearing masks and carrying guns? Benjamin Franklin, founding father, you know, his name is actually on the Independence, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, somewhere on there. Yeah, founding father stated that if you give up liberty for security, then you deserve neither. The Roe v. Wade, that was a test. Hell, it actually goes back further than that. Remember when Mitch McConnell, held up a Supreme Court justice seat for 14 months? That was the first test, and y'all let it go through. Then when they said things like, well, if we are 1 year into the election, it doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican, and a Supreme Court seat comes available, we will not do a hearing. And if we do, we'll eat our words, Lindsey Graham. To which Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed, and boy, howdy. Like, votes were already being cast, and they rammed through her replacement. His first administration was a test. Hell, even in his first administration, he said, and I quote, "I like taking the guns early and due process later." Very reminiscent to what he said the other day, huh? That people shouldn't be carrying around weapons. You just don't carry them around like that. Why would anybody need to be carrying them around, right? Unless you wanted to hurt law enforcement, huh? Y'all showed them how easy it was to take rights away when you allowed them to elect a president that was able to fill seats as quickly as possible to tilt the court enough to be able to take one away. And you think they're not going to come for the other ones? As long as we remain a democracy and have free and fair elections, every single election will be the most important election we've ever had. Maybe if we treat it as something important, something that we care about, we'll actually do something to stop fascism. What you say? Or are you willing to give up some liberty for some security? Because I'm not.